Good morning, everybody. Not a nice morning today. Waking up to Las Vegas, craziness and insanity that is happening in the world, and that just seals the deal for me. We've lost our minds. We're angry. We're reacting. We're so mad. We're so sad. We're so out of our own bodies. Trampa's already on his second cup of coffee. Today I will be drinking a lot of coffee. So, of course, that's what we're going to discuss today. Good morning, Rachel. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us on YouTube. Hi, Stace. Hi, Casey. Hi, Dylan. Hi, everybody. Okay, so this morning we are clearly going to speak and talk about Vegas and what's happening in Las Vegas. Good morning, Darla. Good morning, Francisco. We're discussing Las Vegas this morning, as you know, because it's horrifying. It says and speaks a lot to me about. Good morning, Nate. Nice to see you. Good morning, Logan. Good morning, Philip. It speaks a lot to. Good morning, Deanna. A lot to what's happening within our country, and not only the country, but within the brains of the people in this world. Good morning, Ellen. Nice to hear my sane voice. That's funny. I don't feel sane. I'll tell you that. Good morning, Alex. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Shell and Deanna. It's horrible, horrible. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I really don't know what to say. It's a bad morning. It wasn't what I wanted to wake up to be honest with you. I actually woke up and I listened to every morning when I get up. This is what I encourage most of you to do. Go onto YouTube and follow Abraham Hicks, okay? Follow Abraham Hicks for me because it will help you. And every morning I listen to an Abraham Hicks for 10 minutes before I get out of bed and I refresh my brain for the day. Takashi, nice to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining us. And Soren, thanks for joining us, my friend. And Octavia and Vincent and Emily. So I do that. And then after that, I immediately go to look at some of my social media stuff. And there it was, Las Vegas. And I was like, that's weird. Why is everybody saying, are you safe? Are you safe? And then I went to my friend's feed and I noticed that that's what happened yesterday. Hi, Alessandra. Nice to see you. So, we're dealing with a lot of stuff in the United States today, insanity and craziness that will only escalate now, as far as I can tell. Not only crazy wingnuts, but also what's going to happen to our country now. What is going to happen is something insane. Yes, Alex. Yes, thank you, my friend. So, what's going to happen now is things are going to get shut down hardcore. 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 We are going to shut down everything. Everything has just changed at such a level. Of course, people are blaming, people of color, Muslims, like just going insane. It's a white man, a 64-year-old white angry man. If we don't start to fucking realize what's happening, everyone can fuck off. It's an angry white man who did this. An angry white man. Step back for a minute. Let's have a discussion about that. What does that say to you? We have a lot more of those shooters in this country. We have a lot more of these angry white men in this country. The man who runs this country, supposedly runs, and yes, I did that, is an angry white man. It's an angry white man who actually is the president of the United States of America. Julia says, I am already seeing claims of the shooter being an extreme leftist against Trump already. Of course, Julia. They're all going to use it. All the crazy wingnuts are going to use this. Oh, it's going to just take off. It's going to take off. Leonardo said, it's very dangerous living in the U.S. Take care, Buck. Marry me and move to Brazil. I might take you up on that. Actually, I'm thinking about moving back to my house in Mexico. I'm actually thinking about moving back to Mexico. Regilio, it's starting a new job today and this is happening. Morning, glad you are safe. My heart goes out to all involved. A lot of my friends are in Vegas. Most of the time it's white men. 100%. Good. I'm at a loss for words. I'm at a loss for words. I feel like crying. I feel like, what? Really? Really, people? Really? Are we still in? I mean, it's just getting worse. Oh, and the media. Crystal, good point. And the media is going to take this. Oh, shit. Watch how they're just going to turn it into so many different stories. Let's stay on the facts. We don't have all the facts. We don't have all the facts right now. The only facts we have are this. We know who it is. It's a white man. We know that for a fact, okay? He lived in Nevada. I listened to an interview with his brother. His brother's like, what the fuck? That's not my, like, he never was in the military. I have no idea why he has all those guns. I don't know what the fuck's going on. That's kind of interesting to me. That's what I went straight to the brother. Jerry says, just a year and a half ago, we lost 49 brothers and sisters at Pulse. Yes, thank you for reminding us of that, Jerry. Thank you so much. Malachi says, will the media ever report the true facts? No, they won't. Vincent said, I've cried. My heart is heavy on empathetic feel. Yeah, you know how sensitive I am. I'm very sensitive. I just feel like crying. What are we going to do, kids? What are we going to do? Oh, God. Yeah, Jessica says, my family and I live in Vegas. We think we... Okay. It's horrible. Kristen says, nutcase with access to assault rifles. It's in the name. Why do they allow the general public? Exactly. How can you just walk in? How can you just walk into a shop? How can I just walk into a shop? How? And buy a gun? How? How the fuck is that possible? This idea that we can just walk into any store and buy a gun is insanity. We are letting people walk around with a chip on their shoulder, angry at the world, with a loaded fucking weapon. Like, oh, just go right ahead and blow people away. That we're giving people permission. We are giving, when you give people a fucking object that is only made to kill, that is the only reason we have guns. Guns aren't made for anything else. Guns aren't made for anything else except to what? Kill. Animals, people, things. That's the only reason guns are made. There's no other reason for guns. How the fuck do we just let people have guns? I don't understand. Everywhere else in the world, they're illegal. And guess what? The rate of any type of fucking shit like this happening is low because we don't let people have. It doesn't happen in Mexico, this shit. And when it does, it's a very random thing. This is happening on a daily basis. It's fucking ridiculous. It is no longer, and it should no longer be our right to be armed. It should not be our right. Yeah, in the 1700s and 1800s, when we were all fucking pirates, yeah, we needed guns. Grow up, people. Grow up and start taking responsibility for the fact that we aren't stable enough. We as human beings in the United States of America and possibly the world are not stable enough to own guns. We are totally angry, fucked up people here in America. We have crazy people running the fucking government. We have angry fucking communities. We have angry groups of people. Let's just give everybody guns. That's what we're saying. I don't get it. We must start somewhere. And we clearly cannot teach people to love and respect each other if we're handing them automatic weapons, weapons of destruction, fucking not just all of this shit. It's unbelievable. To me, you're giving people permission to do shit like this. When you say, go ahead and walk in and just show your ID with no background check. What the hell is going on? Yes, you better get a mental health check. You better get, this is what I'm going to tell you right now. This idea that we all have the same rights, it's an awesome idea. It's brilliant. I wish it was possible, but it's not. It's not possible to treat us all as if we're sane, because we're not fucking sane. People have lost their minds. People are angry. As far as I'm concerned, no guns. That's what I think. And I'm a I believe in guns. But at this point, you just proved to me that we are not adult enough. We are not focused enough. We are not well enough. We are not well enough to own guns. We aren't. We're a bunch of fucking crazy people here. No guns, period. That's how this has changed my mind. This has totally changed my mind. I don't know about you, but it's changed my mind. I am anti-gun now. That's it. No more. We cannot freely let people walk into a shop and buy a fucking gun. It's unfucking believable. It gives you permission to kill. Julia says, just watch the interview with the brother. He seems absolutely dumbfounded. Exactly. Exactly, Julia. That's what I did. I went to the brother. I didn't go to the news. I didn't go to that. I went to the person close enough to that person. T. Dawson says, and if he had a silencer like the news law will allow, even more would be dead. You are so right. Sarah says, I just don't know why people they need guns. I'll tell you why they need guns. Because they are fearful of other people coming at them. Because we have brainwashed this goddamn country to believe that everyone is a terrorist. Watch out at every time you move around. Go to the airport. Just go to the airport. And when you're walking around the airport, all you hear, and eventually it becomes subconscious because you blank it out. But what do you hear? When you see something suspicious, make sure that you report it immediately to the authorities. When you see something suspicious, make sure you report it to the authorities. Are you kidding? That's going in my ear all fucking day long when I'm at the airport. What is suspicious? What is suspicious? We are teaching people to be fearful. We are teaching people to say, I need a gun because I'm so fearful. T. Dawson says, unfortunately, the genie is out of the bottle and there will be more carnage taken. 100%. Knox says, I can see what you're saying, but for some of us in the LGBT community, we feel like we need to carry so that we can feel... My friend, I'm gonna disagree with you right now, Knox. I'm gonna disagree with you. Listen to me. Listen to me. You won't even have a chance to shoot back. They'll fucking just blow you away. So who cares if you have a gun? So listen to me. It isn't that way. You don't fight fire with fire. You don't. You don't. You do not do that. We are sane people. Sane people don't carry guns, and sane people understand that when I have a gun and you have a gun, that creates a different energy. It creates, I feel safer without a gun. I feel totally unsafe having a gun in my house. Oh, good morning, Ty. Good morning, Violetta. Ty says, these are machine guns. Why do people get them? They shouldn't even have a goddamn gun. Nobody should have a gun in this country. I'm anti-gun. Today, it starts. You see it today. Trampa has changed his mind. See? You don't see me change my mind too much. You don't see it happen. But this just changed my mind. I am anti-gun. Done. I will speak out against guns. I will speak out about the fact that we just let people, not even gun control, Ty, whatever that means, gun control. I think no guns. The only people that should have guns or nobody. In the UK, even the police officers do not have guns. They don't have guns. Okay? Yeah, people get in with guns. Bad people can have bad things. We know that. But think about it as a whole picture. As a whole picture. If we didn't make it so easy for people to have guns, that motherfucker could not just go up to his room with 2 big bags of guns, check into a room, crash out the window, and blow people away. Are you fucking kidding me? We gave him that. We gave him that. No guns, period. Guns are evil. Tell me why guns were made. Is there a positive reason why we have guns? Tell me. Is there a positive reason why I'm going to drink my coffee while all of you tell me what you feel. Are guns, have they ever been made? When we make guns, when we make weapons, is it in our brain that, oh, I'm making this gun because it's a very positive thing. It's a beautiful thing. It'll create positive energy. It'll create love and happiness. To kill people, Ty. To kill animals. To kill things. To kill things. Hunting, which is what we used to do in the 1800s. If you're a hunter now, great, good for you. But you know what? As a hunter, you will now have to be put into a fucking security box. You will have to be run through a fucking thing. You don't just get to have a gun because you're a hunter. I don't give a fuck. To kill, period. Guns are to kill. They were never made. Protect our country in the 1800s. And also, when we say protect, what does that mean? Yes, Rochelle, to hunt for food back in the day when there were no fucking supermarkets. It's unbelievable. We do not need guns. People's collective minds manipulated by media, so they are afraid. Exactly, Violetta. We have actually put this in people's brains, which is easy to do today with social media and all the shit out there. Knox says, I agree with you that there should be some serious fucking background checks. I mean, the fact that we don't do background checks is like saying, here, take this, go kill your neighbor. Well, here, Logan says, what about military soldiers? Totally different story. Military is different. I'm talking about our just society, free people walking around in the United States. I'm talking about the whole United States and citizens. I'm not talking about military. I'm not talking about police. I'm talking about citizens. Citizens in the United States of America should no longer have the right to a gun. Period. Period. There's no reason for a gun. If you fear for your fucking safety, you better go to a mental health care professional. If you fear for your safety, you better figure out why. If you fear for your safety, it's you creating that. And if you fear for your safety, get an alarm on your home, move, figure it the fuck out. But no, you can't have a gun anymore, because guess what? They all spoiled the party for us. Done. The fucking crazy people spoiled the party. We can no longer, we have proven it. How many more fucking times do we have to prove it? How many more fucking people have to die? How many more innocent, when your mother, your brother, your sister, your friend, your lover gets killed by a gun, I guarantee you, you're going to change your fucking mind. So are you going to wait for that? Are you going to wait for somebody in your family to get killed before you say, oh, wait a minute. We don't need guns. That's what I say. Think about it in your mind right now. If one of those 50 plus fucking people in Vegas who just got mowed down were your family or friend or whoever, would you still feel the same way you do about legalization of guns? I pretty much think you're going to say no. Nate says, the only thing I have ever shot at the range were targets and clay pigeons. Blah, blah, blah. Exactly, dude. Because you don't need to have a gun. You don't need to have a gun. T. Dawson says, I worked at a company where one of the guys was retired military. If you pissed him off, he'd send a 50 round. Soren says, hi, Soren. Good morning, my friend. Tragedy and mental health hold hands. In times like this, we need to focus on loving each other and supporting each other and understanding our responsibility in this community. 100%. But we need to take the guns out of everyone's hands now. We have to take the guns out. No more. If this doesn't shut down guns, fuck off, everyone. It's going to piss me the fuck off if we don't immediately shut down every gun shop. Every fucking gun shop should be shut down now. Done. Not one person should be able to walk into a space and you can buy a gun at Walmart? People think we're nuts. All over the world, people think we're fucking nuts. We are nuts. We're insane. This country has lost it. I'm going to become a Mexican citizen. I'm going to become a Mexican citizen. I'm done. Alex says, I agree with you, Buck. No guns, but how do we change many years of such horrible weapon? We start today. There's always time to change. Don't you understand that? People get stuck in this rut. Philip says, in my state, you have to have a background check, but still, it doesn't mean shit. You could still have a background check and still get a gun. We need more women as presidents and high politicians. Well, that's a whole other Violetta, 100%. Too many angry white men are running the world. It won't shut down guns, unfortunately, with the president. It will never. Oh, no, the president, Crazy Pants is going to use this, to his advantage like no tomorrow. Like no tomorrow. Hi, Elizabeth. Sam says, living in the UK, I've never, ever understood why the US needs... Yeah, and we have a lot of UK people here, and you know it, and I go to the UK a lot. They don't have the same problems. They have other bullshit happening, but they don't have the same problems. Not at all. Not at all. Christian... good morning, my friend says, you know what's coming, Buck. The NRA will say people kill people. They can fuck off. I am so over the NRA. I am going after the NRA. This is the fault of the NRA. This is the fault of the NRA. This is the fault of the NRA. We need to attack the NRA. We need to take that fucking stupid goddamn fucking old boys club out, because that's what it is. It's an old boys club. It's an old boys club full of people like Charlton Heston. Take the gun out of my hand. Those people can fuck off and die. It's a different world. We can no longer have guns. You are not responsible enough to have guns. You are a wingnut. You are Crazy Pants. The only people that own guns are that white angry man in fucking Las Vegas who just killed innocent people. If one of my goddamn fucking friends was down there, even though I'm so pissed off that anyone got killed. Anyone enjoying a fucking we're not going to be able to have that freedom anymore. Done. You think we're going to be able to have open air concerts anymore? Ha. It's over. And if you believe in guns, my friend, then you, my friend, are at fault. Because you, my friend, need to say, we are not responsible enough. We are not cool enough. We are evil. The fact that we sit here and say, oh yeah, we have the right to own guns. Fuck you. You have zero rights to own guns anymore. It's done. I am after the NRA. The NRA can fuck off. The NRA is a disgusting, racist, misogynist, sexist, bullshit organization that has nothing to do with guns. It has everything to do with killing people. And I'm over it. Hold on. Sorry, kids. The sun is going straight in my eyes. Why is that? Let me move this way. Ugh. I just had a rant. I know. Because I'm fucking mad, you guys. We should just be so... I gotta move over here. Here. I need to drink some coffee. Talk to me. I look messy. Talk to me. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm so sad. I'm so everything. I'm so everything. Sam says, there's no need. Why? Seriously? Why do you need a gun? Why? Look, I'm going to be honest with you kids. Yeah, let's talk about money, Kristen. Of course, it's all about money. This has nothing to do with anything but money. Thank you for telling me to breathe. I just get so fucking angry. So, listen. I used to be pro-gun. I'm going to be honest with you. I used to be pro-gun. I used to say, yes, it's all of our right to own a gun. Yes, we need to be able to have our rights in this country, because if you take one right, I believe these kinds of things. If you take one right away, it just starts to happen that more rights get to be taken away. But that said, I believed in it, Sam. I believed in the right to own a gun because it's where I come from and what I believe as an American. It's our constitutional right. But I no longer believe that. Today changed my mind. And you remember what I said? You don't see me change my mind often. I have changed my mind. Fuck that. The NRA must be dismantled. The NRA must... It has everything to do with it, Felix. Felix says, Dear Buck, NRA has nothing to do with this. If someone wants a gun, they will get it no matter what. I disagree with you. I disagree with you. The NRA has everything to do with it. The NRA has a ton of fucking money. The NRA is full of white fucking racist assholes. The NRA is the one that pushes guns to be legalized in this country. As you see, guns should not be legalized in this country. People are not responsible enough to own guns. It is my choice to say that. You can feel whatever you want, my friend. Feel it. Be pro-NRA. Good for you. I'm happy for you. I'm anti-NRA. I'm anti-guns. Okay? I'm done with it. Nobody in America should ever own a gun anymore. And if you do, you better have a goddamn background check. We can walk in. Felix from Canada. Dear Buck, NRA have nothing to do with them. If someone wants a gun, they will get it no matter what. Not true. Not true. Totally wrong. And you're Canadian. I live here. I'm American. I'm telling you, it's not true. We have given people the right to shoot other people. When you can walk into Walmart with your identification and buy a rifle with nothing else, we have given people permission to fucking shoot another person. Okay? You don't have... Felix, I love you, my friend. You're my friend. You're my friend. It's okay. You can be pro-NRA. All of us can be pro whatever we want. Be whatever we want. I personally have changed my mind. Violetta says you have so much energy. I have so much energy because I get so fucking frustrated. Connor says, when the founding fathers spoke of the right to bear arms, they meant muskets. Thank you, Connor. They meant muskets and couldn't be reloaded fast enough to kill 400 people. That's what we're talking about here. Grow up, people. No, you shouldn't be having automatic weapons. No, you don't need a gun. No, no, no. If you don't feel safe, get a dog. If you don't feel safe, get an alarm. If you don't feel safe walking out in the public, go to a fucking therapist. Because it's not dangerous out there. The only thing that's dangerous is us letting crazy people have guns. And the only people that seem to own guns in this country are wingnuts. I don't own a gun. Do you own a gun? We don't own guns because we understand how fucking dangerous they are. They don't do anything but create negativity. Mick Doff says, I agree, Buck. It's far too easy to own a gun, and a person owning one could too easily be considered a good person. Here in Canada, they do shoot people. I know they do, friend, but nowhere near what they shoot in America. Nowhere near. I've been to Canada. My dad's Canadian. I go to Canada all the time. I'm very familiar with other countries, and I'm very familiar with the death rates by being blown away by a crazy lunatic who crashes out a fucking window and blows people away. How many times has that happened in other countries? Tell me. Tell me. The NRA is a huge part of the problem. However, I do agree with Felix. There are already so many guns in the hands of America. It seems like an unstoppable problem. Yes, some of the registered and could be easily turned if we... I disagree with you, Margaret. I see the NRA as a white supremacist group. That's what I see. So I might be wrong. If you can change my mind, I would love that. But that's what I see. We do not need guns. I have completely changed my mind. Completely. After today, you can walk into a liquor store. Logan says, I have a lockbox full of guns and whiskey. And that's exactly my point. Anyone can walk in and buy a gun. They can go to the liquor store and buy a fucking fifth of fucking Jack. They can get really fucking ripped and drunk. And then they come an angry fucking asshole. Add alcohol, instant asshole. Add alcohol, instant asshole. Guess what happens to the angry person who drinks whiskey and turns into an angry asshole? And oh, by the way, has a fucking gun sitting next to them right there. Look at how many fucking times that happens. People win. I don't understand. I don't understand why we're not waking up to this situation. It is a white supremacist organization. I am telling you, Rochelle. You said, Rochelle says NRA is a white supremacist organization. 100%. How many people of color belong to the NRA? Is anyone in this room, is any person of color here part of the NRA? I want to know. Fuck the NRA. Fuck gun rights. Fuck off. I will not tolerate it. It is fucking disgusting. If this doesn't prove it, What else kind of proof do you need? If you are pro-gun in this country, I want to know why. Why would you think that anyone in this country should own a gun, especially after today? I want to know. Exactly. All people of color I know are anti-NRA. Why? Why? There's a reason why. I don't even know what the NRA is, laugh out loud, but I'm a person of color. Let me tell you, my friend, the NRA is the National Rifle Association. That's all I gotta say. Margaret says, I don't believe in guns. I feel like we're in a non-win situation. No, we're not. How would you propose we get rid of the guns? Good idea, my friend. You're right. We're deep into it. But here's the deal. I'm going to use this as an example. I was deep into my fucking drug addiction. I was deep into my fucking alcohol addiction. I was deep into my homelessness. I felt lost. There was no way for me to get out. Here I am, sober, jobs, entrepreneur, focused, moving forward with my life. How did I get out of here? When I thought there was no way to clean that mess up. I thought there was no way for me to remove all the shit out of my life. I thought for sure I was lost. I thought for sure there's never going to be anything. I did it. So, that said, there is a way to clean this country up. I disagree with you. If we keep saying stuff like, well, it's already here. Well, too many people have guns. Well, it's just the way it is. We have to keep selling the guns. Well, it's the only way to protect ourselves against the bad people. Guess what? The bad people are us. We're the bad people. Don't you see it? What? Is everyone have their head up their ass? We are the bad people. We're the ones who are saying we need guns because we're scared of the other people. What? What? No, no. We must stop it. We are creating anger. When you give somebody a gun, I want to know, do you think that's a positive thing? It's not. It creates fear. Pretend this is a gun. I have it in my hand. What does that make me feel like? It makes me feel have you ever had a gun in your hand? Violetta says, I'm a colored person. I'm ghost white. People tell me often I'm too pale. Logan says, if someone breaks into my house and I have a gun, I'll shoot them because it would be so... That's my point, Logan. You just made my point. You actually are going to shoot somebody because they come into your house? Really? Does that make you feel safer? Actually? Does it really make you feel safer? We are scared of ourselves. Felix, exactly. The fact that, Logan, you even have to say that. Back up for a minute. Think about what you just said. That's projecting fear. Are you going to walk around your whole life thinking someone's going to break into your house and you're ready for them because you have a gun? Do you know that that sits in the back of your head? Do you know that that creates a fear? Do you know that we have created that fear by telling people, if you don't have a gun, you're unsafe, and those bad people can come after you? You have now just joined the bad people club by owning a gun. I believe it. Because now you are instigating that same fear. We continue to create fear. Don't you see? It's a big plan. That's what they've done to us. Knox says, well, and statistics say that people that have guns are more likely to be victims of gun crime. Melissa says, my friend who is higher up in the military just sent this. Complete carnage, 63 people dead. 550 injured. You guys, if you're not changing your mind after that, I don't know what to say to you. I don't know what to say to you. I don't know what to say with you. Get a baseball bat. That's what I have. I have a fucking baseball bat. I'll break your fucking knees if you try to come into my house and get me. I don't need a gun. I don't get it. Exactly. Things get stolen and people usually kill themselves instead. Yeah, let's talk about stolen guns used in violent crimes. Gordon says, I live in Denver, Colorado, and many people carry concealed weapons. Sam says, take a look at the way we do things here. Police don't have them, and you sure as hell... Exactly, from the UK. But me, I'm never scared, Buck, because I know that I can kill someone with my bare hands. There you go. But kids, stop thinking like that, please. Listen, Bryce, good morning, Bryce. Hell yeah, I will defend my wife and family from a home invasion. No, walk in from your girlfriend has been raped and beaten. You know what, Bryce? I'm going to read Bryce's thing right now. Hell yeah, I will defend my wife and family from a home invasion. Nah, walk in and find your girlfriend has been raped and beaten. Then talk to me. Are you serious? That's real positive. So that's basically why you own a gun. And that's basically what you think about every day. That your wife or your girlfriend is being raped and you're going to kill somebody. My friend, seriously. You know what the percentage and the odds of that happening in your life are? About 1%. You are actually inventing that in your brain so that you, my friend, can be ready for the rapist to come into your house. You are actually creating that thought process. I never think about that. I travel the fucking world. Nobody ever says a goddamn word to me because you want to know why? I walk the world like this. I walk the world like this. I create positive energy wherever there is around me. If you're sitting at home thinking, if some motherfucker comes into my house and rapes my wife, I'm going to kill them. You're asking this brain to create this thought process. Stop it. Stop it. Felix has a great question. What can we do, Buck? Get a taser. There you go. Get a fucking taser. You can get a taser. You can get spray. You can get a baseball bat. You can get a 2x4. You can even get a fucking knife. Okay? Nate says, Bryce, I have been molested and beaten. It wasn't by a home invader. Come back to us with a better excuse, my friend. I don't have anything more than a walking stick. I am telling you, my friend. So, I'm going to answer the question. Ty says, your thoughts become your reality. If you're scared, you're creating fear. And that's what this is doing right now. Watch the gun sales go up. Watch. Want to bet? Want to bet? Let's make a bet right now. Let's make a bet. It's gross. Gun sales will skyrocket right now. Violetta says, yes, you are so right. That's the power of positive. Guns will skyrocket. Want to bet? Logan says, I don't constantly think about it, but I know that it could happen. Sometimes it's an act now, think later situation. You have to hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. My friend Logan, 100% you need to prepare for the worst. That's why you don't get a gun. Because the worst situation is this. They can take the gun away from you and kill you. They can take the baseball bat away from you and beat you, but they can take the gun away from you and shoot you and kill you. Really? Is it really worth it? Nope. Sorry, it's not. I am anti-gun as of today. I will speak out about guns. I will go after the NRA. I am over the fucking NRA. They have so much fucking money and power, and we've let this fucking happen. What's the next step after this, kids? What are we going to do? Sam, I know from personal experience, if I ever go to another country where the police have guns, I crap myself every time. Exactly. Exactly. Guns, instant fear. Azra says, more women are murdered by their spouses, ex-boyfriend. Yes. Yes. Tell me something positive. Alexander says, I believe that the NRA does have a huge part in this and how they run their security checks, but we do need to look at the, what? At the something parket people. I don't know what that means. Market. Oh, the black market. Of course, the black market will always be there. Guns will always be here. Guns will be in every country across the world that are illegal. We know that. Let's just use the example of the UK. Can you give me statistics? Can you give me statistics on the amount of these types of insanity, rampage, crazy shootings in the UK to the United States? Where the UK, guns are illegal. Where the UK, guns are illegal. So how many of these mass crazy shootings happen in the UK versus the United States of America? Do we have statistics on that? I pretty much can tell you, we beat you, the UK, by 1,000,000,000 times. Casey says, children can get a hold of guns and shoot themselves. It just goes on. Tell me something positive about owning a gun. Tell me something positive about letting people walk into a fucking Walmart and buy a gun. Tell me. I want to know. Because I'm going to tell you there's zero. You cannot tell me there's any positive. Jesse Fuentes, good morning, Jesse, says, how many happen in Japan? Kiki says, hey, Buck, I hear you. I agree with you. After I gotten hit from someone just for walking and minding my own business, I had to get something to protect myself. If it comes down to defending myself, I will do that. I don't condone violence or borrowing arms. However, if it comes down to my life, of course. Me too. But if you're walking around with a gun, it is creating negative energy. I will tell you that. T. Dawson says, gotta pay lawmakers a bigger bribe than the NRA. I know. Giselle, terrorism has no religion, skin color, blah, blah. This isn't even a terrorist act. This is the act of an angry white American man who has some fucked up shit going on in his fucking head, walked into a goddamn place and bought a boatload of fucking guns because his brother said he didn't even know he had guns. So he must have gone somewhere and bought the fucking guns. Okay, kids, it's 9:22. I gotta go. Sorry, Champa, I just woke up. It's okay. We're just a mess. We're just a mess. So I have to go because I have a lot on my plate on Monday. You know that Mondays are crazy. And this just created a great Monday for me. I'm so fucking pissed. I'm mad. Apparently he had 10 guns, Sam. Fuck. How can somebody have 10? Who needs 10 guns? So, this is my question. You could just walk in over here, buy a gun. Go to the next gun shop, buy a gun. Go to the next gun shop, buy a gun. Go to the next gun shop, buy a gun. Go to the next gun. So, you can actually do that. They don't even keep track of how many fucking guns you own. That's just ridiculous, people. Come the fuck on. Ugh. Nobody's thinking sane. Think sane. Take your own shit out of the fucking equation. Are guns necessary? No, they are not. No, they are not. And anyone who thinks they can rationalize gun ownership is not thinking straight. If you're fearful because you think someone's going to break in your house and rape your wife, you, my friend, are creating that fear because the odds of somebody breaking in your house and raping your wife are about 1 in a million, as opposed to letting Joe go to the gun store, buy a fucking gun, and blow fucking people away. That's a higher odd, just so you know. So think about it for 1 second. Are you really willing to let crazy mass murder fucked up goddamn people own a gun because you, my friend, are too scared someone's going to break into your house and rape your wife? Think about that. Just think about it. And you will see what I'm talking about. You create your own fucking space. You create either a day of fear or a day of what? Positivity, happiness, focus. Today is a day of sadness. Why? Because we've created fear in this country. We've created such a fear in this country that people now... It's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. Think about it. Calm down. Get out of your ego. Get out of your ego. This isn't about you. It's about us. If you're not crying for those people who just got killed innocently, think about why you're not crying. Think about why you're not crying. Think about why you think it is okay for people in this country to own a gun and blow people away. Think about it. Because you, my friend, if you aren't thinking about the bigger picture, then you, my friend, have your head up your ass. Because this is only the beginning. And I'll tell you what, all of those people are innocent people who just got taken out. One of those people could be your friend. One of those people could be your mother. One of those people could be your brother. I am so disgusted. I am so... I really am. I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm so sad. No more guns, people. No more guns. We can't do it. If you, my friend, are pro NRA, wake the fuck up. We can no longer own guns in this country. I don't know why it took me so long to wake up. I don't know why it took me so long. I don't know why. It took me a long time to wake up. But I woke up today and I said, no more. I am so anti-gun at this point. I want to throw up. I want to throw up. It is our responsibility as human beings who love, because the B Cup is about love, and the B Cup is about acceptance, and the B Cup is about teaching people about compassion. And if we don't learn that from this today, we are not coming back. Today is a day that we must think about what the fuck this means. That these people cannot in any way be killed with no recourse. There's no way. We have to use these deaths in order to create such change in this country that we must come back. And if we don't start to fight back, we have to create a revolution now. We have to create a revolution that says we're taking these guns out of your fucking hands, whether you like it the fuck or not. I'm going to go. I love you guys a lot. Create something today, please. Create something. We need it. If you and I don't stay connected at this point, I don't even know. It feels lost. Okay? I have to go and try to create something today. Okay? Trying to create something. Do it. I'm at a loss for words right now. I'm going to go and eat some breakfast and get my shit together. I think I'll go work out. Maybe it'll make me feel better. Okay, kids. I love you guys a lot. Think about what I talked about today. It's not cool. Don't create fear. We don't need guns. That's what I'm going to leave with you. We don't need guns. And if this didn't prove it to you, I don't know what else to say. But if you're still pro-gun, sit down with yourself and think about if one of those 50 people today was your family. And how does that make you feel? Okay? Love you guys a lot. I'm going to let YouTube go. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me on YouTube again. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Try to make it a beautiful day, okay? We'll talk to you soon. Tomorrow. See you tomorrow.